Welcome back. We're on with VW Polo, and as you've probably seen in the previous video, we are going to do a K24 swap Honda engine into the Polo. So tonight's job is going to be a bit of an interesting one, as the title will probably say. We've got to remove his 1.4 16 valve. So tonight we've got a bit of a bet on. We're going to see how fast we can remove this engine from the bay, and basically whoever loses buys takeaway. So the rules are, car's literally in, it's not on axle stands, it's not on jacks, we've literally took the body up, there is no tools out, and Kurt's going for 35 minutes and under. I'm saying it's going to be over. Now, I'm not going to cheat, I'm going to go as fast as I humanly possibly can, because to be fair, I am hungry. So we'll see where we get on. So 35 minutes and under, I buy tea. 35 minutes and over, Kurt buys tea. So let's get the time that's going. I'll put a little clock in the view so you can watch the time time tick down. Let's see how fast we can get this 1.4 out of the engine bay. I'll tell you what, that there is what you call pushing it close. 35-minute bet, 34.02. It's out, but at the end of the day, we can't really lift it any higher because the Corsa's there, but it's out. And you can hear by my breath. Yeah, that was, we grafted there, we grafted. So, it's out. We're going to have a tidy up, regroup, weigh this engine, so then when we get the K24 in, we can weigh the K24. So let's take 5 minutes. I'll be back with you in a second.
Let's make it.
So what we're doing now is we're going to weigh the 1400, because the K24 is all aluminium and it's quite a light engine from what I can read. So it'd be nice to see the comparison between the 1.4 and the K24, because the kind of the alright thing, I don't want to say good thing because he's here, the good thing with this car is it weighs absolutely nothing. I think it's about 650, 700 kg. So if we can keep the weight down with the K24 as well and run around 300 horsepower normal aspirated, it's going to be a really good conversion. So let's pump this up and see what we get weight wise.
Off there.
So the weight is 145 kg. No geared oil, but 145, 146 kg with some oil in there. I'm actually quite, thinking it's heavier than what it is, because I'm convinced. When I spoke to my pal, who's putting a K24 in a Mark II Escort, I'm sure he said the K24 alone without the box was around 125, 127 kg. So it's going to be very, very close with the same weight of this. So when we get the K24 in the bay, before we do that, we'll do the exact same. We'll weigh it, we'll get the comparison, and then at the end when the car's built, we'll weigh the full car, and I think it's going to be quite surprising how little this car weighs. Right, so I'm going to sign off here now. We've just had a weigh up with the tape measure. to see this. I would probably thought we would have done this before we took the engine out, which Kurt did and said, yeah, there's loads of room. We've just gone over the tape measure, and let's just say it's going to fit like a glove on a chicken's beak. There's going to be a lot of cutting and a lot of fabric on this one. It looks like it's too narrow, the chassis leg, so I think we'll have to lose a chassis leg and rebox one of them out. The subframe we've just made, looks like we'll have to cut some tubes out of that to drop it down to get the shaft angles right. So yeah, it's not looking like a 5-minute job. It's looking like quite a big amount of fab work, but Kurt's one of my closest pals. He's done a lot for me in the past, so he's kind of repaying the favours and saying thank you. So let's get the K24 out of the Accord. Let's get it in this engine bay. Let's see how many cutting discs I go around. Let's take bets. I reckon I'm going to go for at least a pack of 50 and probably a reel of MIG wire to put it back together. So me signing off. Thanks for watching. Let's see what I've got myself into with this one. Take care, guys.